do is just get rid of all this. Previously, come back here. What are you doing? Right, let's see what's really going on. Aha. Poison. Was that the next delivery then? I don't know what you're talking about. Now, leave, or I call the police. Oh, don't worry, Peter. I'm sure we'll be calling them ourselves. Consider yourself fired, Dagwin. Get yourself out of my house and get your clutter off my farm. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my vlog. Now, it's been a very strange 2 weeks. I did spend a few nights over with Dennis's just so I could actually get things sorted out. I've had to sell a piece of land, which I was developing, so that has gone completely. But I did get quite a bit of money for it because I did build the sheds, and that actually increased the value of the land quite a bit. Having said this, I do still have a mortgage on this place for £200,000. I still have to repay to the bank £200,000, that's including interest. But I think really I've done pretty well. The timing really couldn't have been better, almost spooky in fact. It's just fate, I think, that this place was available at the time. Now if you don't know where this is actually the farm where I bought the baler from just a month ago. So we're going to have a bit of a tour. Obviously before I couldn't tour it because it wasn't my farm. I drove down here, they had the MB track, and I picked up the baler which was parked just in this bay here, where my Ford tractor is. Now I'm sure you'll be very pleased to see that I still have the mower, the baler, the tractor, the pallet fork, and the little brush cutter. I haven't had to sell anything, except for the piece of land, but I think really I've done pretty well out of all.
Can you hear me?
So you might also be wondering what we actually own. Well, this is all mine. I own this whole field here.
What? What horse farm? You can't, Nick. Okay. No, don't.
And I do own this field just over here.
No, I'm listening to it to you too.
And there is a sort of fenced off section which is all geared up towards horses. Now I don't know much about horses, but I think really because it's here, I might try and get into it. I might get a horse and just, you know, look after it and maybe see if we can train it up a bit. I'm not going to have like a massive racing stable or anything where I have loads of them, but maybe just one or two. It depends how much I like them. Failing that, what I could do is just get rid of all this and replace it with a sheep pasture, put another fence up or something, or maybe just have them roaming around here happily. Now that brings me on to the next thing, and that is the sheep and the chickens. Well, the chickens I just sold. It was just so much easier. It was all too stressful, but I'm hoping to get some more in the near future. As for the sheep, I do still own them. They're not here yet because I haven't got things ready for them yet, but they are being looked after by the livestock market, so I'm paying them a bit of money just to look after them. But very soon I can pick them up and I can set
right now, guys,
so
like,
I still have the sheep.
do you know, like, who's watched that go in?
You can see these are the stables here.
Welcome back to the video now.
That's the house. So I'm going to send the drone up just so you can see the aerial view of what we actually have. I also love that the previous owners put some bird boxes up. There's one on that tree, one on this tree as well. So it is a really nice place. Okay, so this is quite high, but it does give you a very good idea of what I own. Basically all the grassland that you can see, that's all ours. We have the house, we have the farmyard, which isn't a very big farmyard. I might develop it in the future, probably into the left field there, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. This is just an amazing turning point in my life. It feels like when I bought the farm over the left, the same sort of feeling. Let's just hope nothing bad happens. The only bad thing is that the farm is at the bottom of a very small hill, and the farm here is on a sort of floodplain, but it will never flood, I don't think, because there's much more areas lower lying than here. So I think that would just be if it was an unbelievably bad flood. So we're not going to be flooded. We'll never be flooded. It's fine. So let's do stuff. First thing, I'm just going to drop this baler off my tractor. It would have the power to run it, but unfortunately the PTO shaft is too long. Now Dennis is actually being really good at the moment, and he did say that I could even borrow his tractor if I want to. That with the Matty Ferguson. So when I do get to the stage of baling some fields in a few days' time, that could be very beneficial. Anyway, I'm just going to have a drive over to Dennis's place. Also, we need to get this yard tidied up a bit. It's quite a bit of clutter. Some scrap metal though, which I could actually sell, get a bit of money back, because I only have £10,149, and yes, I do have a monthly, or no, exactly, I think it's weekly, a weekly repayment of £5,000. So yeah, I think the monthly was like £20,000 I have to repay in a month. It's doable, but I do have to work quite hard for it. So the first few weeks are going to be very tricky. Luckily, the first repayment is not until next week. So yeah, this is where we are. The dealership is just across the road here, and Dennis's place is just down here. As for Peter, well, I've not spoken to him, I've not heard from him. He did actually pay me for the final week that I was there, so that was good.
Angel has fallen as yours to all.
Trench.
There's been an assassination attempt on the president.
My God.
Trench.
It's good, but no, he's obviously into something illegal, so he can live the life he wants. I haven't reported him to the police, but yeah, if that's the life he wants to live, fair enough. Obviously, if anything strange happens around my farm or Dennis's farm, then I'm sure the police will be informed. But no, I do not work for Dennis. I don't work for Dennis. He didn't actually offer the position again. I think he's quite happy doing stuff on his own. He also works at a very slow pace, so he actually doesn't have any sheep yet, I don't think. He does things in his own time. The thing is, he's pretty much retired, so he doesn't have to work. He doesn't really have to. He's doing it as a sort of hobby. He always parks his pickup outside the gate. I don't know why, but he does. So anyway, I'm just going to drop by here, and we'll just have a quick chat, see how he is. Oh, by the way, he bought the van. He did buy the van. No idea why. He could have rented it.
Good to see you, Dagwin. Pleased to hear things sorted out well for you.
Thanks, Dennis. It really has been a stressful 2 or 3 weeks, but I think, you know, I finally landed on my feet again. I'm so pleased about it. I don't know about you, but it sort of reminds me of when I was at Letton and I bought the farmhouse.
Yeah, I see what you mean. If you ever need anything at all, let me know.
It's very kind of you, Dennis. So, do you need any help around your farm? Just as I'm trying to get a bit of money in, because I'm trying to establish my farm now. I can really start from scratch.
No, nothing. I don't have my sheep yet, you see.
No, I didn't think you did. Okay, well, if you ever do need any help or any kind of work over there, I'd be more than happy to help out. Right, so
Have you seen it? Have you seen him? You know my tractor. My tractor's gone into service right now.
Unusual, but he has changed. Dennis has really changed. When we were at Letton, he was just sort of this strange character who always seemed to have some underlying grudge.
I put one of my.
But yeah, he's changed. He really has. He probably just didn't like me. He didn't like new people in the area.
One of my tractors in for service.
But that is good. Okay, so it is. It's mid-spring. We have 2 fields of grass. I'm wondering if I should maybe cut a bit of grass. I can bale that grass, but I would need to have a windrow or something. You see, what I'm thinking is, if I can create some hay, then I can actually sell some of that and potentially make a bit of money. Before I do anything at the farm though, I'm just going to pull on over here. That's the only thing. When I was with Peter, he actually did provide me with the food and stuff. It's really good, which is why it makes no sense to me that he acted the way he has done recently. I'm just going to go and pop in and get some food from here. Right, £24, that's bought me quite a few things, some ready meals for the next few days, a few snacks for now, an apple, chocolate and
Oi,
stuff.
Trench.
Sort of, you know, tasty but unhealthy stuff. except for the apple, which is healthy. So, yep, let's go back over to the farm which I don't know if I'm ever going to name actually. Usually whenever I name a farm it just goes really badly wrong, so I'm quite happy to just keep it as it is. But this really is now my opportunity to just start from the ground up, and we're going to make that farm a successful, thriving place. And it's all going to start from pretty much nothing. Well, a bit of grass actually. We cut the grass, we sell the bales, we buy maybe a horse, I don't know. Obviously we've got the sheep which are going to be moving in probably next week. I just need to get a pasture sorted out, get